Harold is here on Monday and Wednesday. Imagine that. That's amazing. What a treat. There you go. How are we feeling today? I think I scared everybody off already. That's awesome. That means we can do a very special session. So how about um just a very stretchy class lengthwise? So your mats are actually your mats are like mine, mirroring mine. So just move it around. And maybe we can use some props like a t-shirt or a towel for some people who are online. For some of us, the fancy people at the yoga center, we can use some maybe straps. How about that? We haven't used straps in a while. So, there you go, Penny. Of course. You get the black ones, just like my soul. You get a blue one. That's all right. And Alicia will get something. Alicia, I'm going to give you a black belt. Is that okay? And so the way that we work with these belts, and you can use again at home, Alicita, we're going to use the mat like that if you want to. Yeah. So we can stretch this way. I don't have to be turning it, whatever you like to. It doesn't matter. I think we have plenty of room. So sometimes if you want to, you can hold it, right? The belt, or you can actually loop it. And let me show you how to loop it. I think I've done it 101 on this several times before. But if you haven't used it before, and I think if I remember it, so you hold the two rings in one end, and you stick the other end through both rings. And then you come around as far as you need to come around, and then you return through the middle of both rings. And so now you pass it through back out again. So do I need to say that again? No? So let me show you that one more time. So hold your rings in one side, it doesn't matter which side, right? And then you slide it through both rings, and then you return over and just go through the middle of the rings again, and then come back out in the opposite direction. So you tighten it like that. And then you just hold it from both. Does that make sense at all? Yeah, and then you hold it from both the loose end and the other end, and then just tightens up like that. And you can shorten it, right? You can make a very small loop, or you can make it just loosen it up and you make it a bigger loop if you need to. So we're going to be playing with that just so you stretch it, and we can use it to stretch legs and to do all kinds of stretching things. You can loop it through your leg and your arm, all kinds of stuff. So find your distance, and you will adapt it and adjust it as we know, because we are flexible in yoga. So you can do all kinds of stuff. And the same people for the people watching us at home, you can use your towel, an old t-shirt, your partner, husband, wife, children's old t-shirt, just grab it and just use it for whatever instrument. So it doesn't matter what, it doesn't have to be as fancy as a belt. So moment of grounding, right? So there's something, there's modern science is catching up to what science of yoga has done and taught for so many years, which is how our senses are so constantly taking input from the external world, right? We are just capturing, we're just gathering knowingly or consciously or unconsciously, we are just absorbing. And we are reacting, we're interacting, right? We have a relationship, and it can be very mindful or not. And so brain research shows that there's 3 major sections in our brain. The one that is the very back of your head, the base of your head, your medulla oblongata, your whatever that's in regular terms is called, the neck. And then there is the middle section of your brain, right? That center, the heart of the brain, the entire amygdala and the pituitary gland and all those glands that are the hippocampus and all those things that are really supportive of the emotional portion of your brain. And then the frontal cortex, in general terms speaking, which is the front part of your brain that is the thinking part of the brain. And so as we receive constant things around, and consciously again, or unconsciously, we're reacting to those. And so the brain goes in different modes, right? In the mode of what is known as the animal brain, or the reactive brain. Is also called the reptile brain, because we don't have to think about it. I know that if my hand is on fire, I just move my hand. I don't have to think about it. I don't have to feel the emotions. Does that feel, it's going to feel good or not? I just simply do it, right? I don't have to get the other parts of my brain involved. So that is the animal, the reactive part of the brain. A lot of the things that happen naturally in our body are those reactive parts. Then there's the emotional part. There's also called the mammal brain, because there's now emotions attached to those things. That's a little bit into that heart, or the center, the amygdala of the brain, that where we process things emotionally. And there's now only not an action or reaction, but it's also a emotional attachment to that. And then finally is the rational brain, right? When we go to those layers and we go to the very neocortex, the very last part of the brain that actually forms in the anatomy of a human being, which is really where we make those connections. We now, the ethics, and there's all kinds of fun studies about that, and how people have injured that, and they, very nice people change the personality 180 degrees and become these very aggressive people, and likewise the other way around. So lobotomy comes, I guess you all know about lobotomies, and sometimes I feel like I need to have one, but so so in the yoga perspective, we have again the same ideas, right? That we have to be, nothing happens if the mind is not focusing there. And so in order to, and many times we're just reactive, or we're just in a level of reactivity that is very emotional, and seldom we involve the intellect, right? The mind is usually guided by that neocortex, by the thinking process, which is the intellect. The intellect is what that conducts, the ones that pulls the reins, and the entire horrors is the mind. The mind is going all kinds of directions, and the senses are the senses of the horse, right? Each horse is a sense. And so we want to control that. We want to have this balance between those three things. And so becoming aware of your senses, that your senses are actually present here. And sometimes we don't feel our legs, we are forgetting our back, our neck, our shoulders. Can we allow ourselves to be connected in the present moment? And sometimes that brings a lot of emotion, stress, tiredness, excitement, thoughtfulness. And so that there's a lot of these emotions, and then very seldom we actually come back into that very frontal part, and where we are actually clear about our thinking. So how can we process all that? By grounding and creating that ourselves feels, our physical body, if we start from the external outwardly, right? From the senses outwardly, that our nervous system connects to how's my knee feeling today? How's my ankle and my back? And where is it that I'm placing my shoulders? And how is my jaw and my teeth and my tongue? And where is my facial expression? Can I focus for a second? And it takes time. And I'm talking out loud the process that I'm going through also for myself. And then I find my emotions after that. And I find, where is it that my body is emotionally? Am I carrying anything from the past? And I'm carrying my day with me to my yoga practice, or can I allow that to be centered for a few seconds away from where I am? And can I remain focused into the present? Can I balance or regulate my emotions? Can I allow myself to slowly engage maybe my breathing? Again, that physicality, the movement of my hands, the adjustment of my body to, again, help me enter into my mammal brain, and then possibly into my rational brain to start thinking, how do I align all these things? How do I find myself perfectly into this moment? And then allowing that, remaining neutral to the all external things, right? There are going to be things that happen that come to mind that are external, that you find in your internal world that we might want to react to. But it's about learning and practicing to be neutral. How do we practice to be neutral? And we allow ourselves to be gentle. And then when we create a sense of neutrality, we're not engaged into these things, right? Maybe there's been an incident that has kept you engaged into something. Maybe there's a TV show that gets you all riled up emotionally. I don't know, maybe. And let your body not be just tighten up about it, but it's just something that is out there that is doesn't define for who I am right now or where I need to be right now, if there's anywhere I need to be. And my breath allows to alleviate again all this energy that we have inside. It's exhaled and surrendered, and then taking a pause to inhale and expand. And so, how can we have meaning to hold the air deeply in our lungs? And we start by letting go, by again taking one of those things that whatever is freshest in our mind, just looking at it and letting just simply be placed aside. Pause for a second to take an inhalation that breathes into your body, energy, clarity, alignment, health, vitality, peacefulness. And let the exhalation take the next layer out. And we pause and we breathe in and we check all the things that we need to check as we breathe in. And where are we conducting that breath to enter, to fill in? And can we exhale and surrender very, very gently? And can I find my breath? Can I feel a diaphragmatic breathing at this point? Bringing my left hand to my heart, my right hand to my belly, and exhale very softly through both and attentively inflating as if I were pushing against my right hand, breathing in. I hold my air in the belly and I carry it out without exhaling all the way to my chest, as if I were rolling the ball of air into my chest, inflate it, and then exhale from the chest out and breathe out through my nose. And then inflate to the chest first, into the left hand, breathe in through the nose, not forcefully, holding it, rolling it down so I can feel my lungs and all the lobes of my lungs moving until my right hand is pressed. And then I exhale from my belly, and it's my own pacing, squeezing through my belly button area, and then inhaling through the abdomen one more time, breathing in, holding air, rolling it up to my chest when I'm ready to roll it up. When I'm ready to exhale it, I let it slowly sinking my chest or pressing my left hand, and I revert the movement slowly through my chest. I hold the air and I roll it down towards my belly without exhaling, without taking new air. And then I exhale from my belly. What are the feelings that come? How can we observe that balance? One more time, at your own pace, starting on your belly, inflating it as long as much as you need to, hold it and roll it up. And then exhale from your chest when your body is ready to exhale. Slow down or go faster. Inhale into your chest. Hold it and roll it down towards your belly. And exhale gently from the belly at your own pace. One more time. Inhale from your gut. You do it at your own pacing without my directions. when your body and if your body is ready. Just for a few seconds, relax, soften, invite. Again, you can do this laying down, you can do it sitting up, you can do it standing up. Just find a place that is soft and gentle. And whenever you feel agitated, or there's an important part of activity of your day, then you can engage into that affect maybe before sleeping. It's a great time to do that too. And let your body exhale. When your body is ready to inhale in the next set of breathing, let your hands touch the ground, your thighs, your knees, and prepare your spine to inhale slowly. Opening the elbows, engaging the arms, opening the rib cage, breathing deeply into your body, and then looking towards the ground, open your jaw and stick your tongue out and exhale through your mouth. Make it very deep. Inhale slowly, breathe in through your nose. Do not open your eyes so you're not aware, and exhale. From the gut here, really feel breathe now. One more time, slow motion. Open your fingers, activate your body, toes. Last two breaths. If there's anything that is stuck in our bodies, breathe in and let it move. Move from the gut. Making a deep exhalation right now. This is the lion breath. And soften your body, soften your face, soften your breathing, soften your torso, feel your body exhaling, allowing your legs to very gently open easily to the right and left side of your body. It doesn't have to be all the way wide. You don't have to overextend anything. Allow your legs to be wider towards the corners of your mat as much as your body allows it. You don't have to force because you're not warm enough yet. And let your body exhale. Feel that your toes are going to slowly press gently away from your body, as far away from your shins, as far away from your ankles. Hug your thighs, point your toes, breath in, and exhale. So if you're just really stretching and moving, again, energy into the top muscles of your leg area, from the knee towards the ankle, on your top of the toes, your pinky toe, your big toe activates. Feel your body again moving. Your hands on fists, on the thighs, on behind the glutes. Open the chest, open the tummy, and press your toes out. Raise the rib cage away from the thighs. One more time. Inhaling, gently engage. When your body exhales, slowly soften hands, arms, elbows, and let your toes flex. And then let the heels of your feet, without rotating your toes out or your legs out, flex your toes, move your abdomen slowly tighter towards your lower back. Maybe your hands may reach towards your thighs, towards your knees, towards your ankles. Hold on to them, make them strong without locking, but just simply hold them. Bring maybe your hands towards your big toes. It doesn't matter how far your legs are away from each other. And exhale slowly as if your jaw draws in, and feel that your spine slowly inhales into your shoulder blades. And then exhale through your abdomen and feel that your body slowly moves gently forward through your torso and flexing through your toes. One more time, breathe in. Stretching and opening those calf muscles, and exhale through your hamstring. Find your spine, your neck. One more inhalation. Paying attention. Where's it that you're breathing into? What is it that you're breathing out from? And then inhale. Do not make it static. Move through your breath. Last two times. And exhale as you're moving your body. You're gaining, again, range of movement as you inhale slowly. Breathe into your shoulder blades, into the back of your neck, into the length of the spine. Exhale through your chest and shoulders slowly forward. And then gently undo, walking your hands in. Allow your legs and arms to slowly relax. Find the heels steady and start drawing both toes around a circle, as if your big toe is going to draw a big circle while your heel is pivoting on the ground. And just simply make your ankles find a full rotation. Deep breath. Every time that you move, feel the body expanding, and your body will tell you, the rhythm of your own movement will tell you how fast you want to move or how fast you need to breathe. Simply coordinate. Allow your inhalation to always be constant. And you can move swiftly, right? 2 rotations can be 1 full breath, or 3 rotations can be 1 full breath. It doesn't matter. It's your own timing. So find that your ankles are moving around the heels, that your toes are drawing the biggest circles. Again, your heels are pivoting to the ground, and find that your legs, your toes make a smooth circular movement. Again, as silly as this movement can happen, can you find a soothing move of the toes in the widest circle possible, and invest time into this. Invest engagement of your abdomen, of your shoulders, of your posture, that your breath engages those ankles, and you maybe become a long or swifter movement into a swifter movement. And when your body's ready, exhale and then rotate exactly in the opposite direction, both feet. And then it doesn't matter which direction you started with. Range of movement was important, and really lubricate your ankles, really lubricate the movement of the shins and the calves, and you breathe in and you breathe out, and your hands support, not pushing, you're not forcing, you're simply supporting your torso and shoulders to be always long and extended. Breathe in and breathe out. And can you feel your abdomen, your diaphragmatic breathing still connects? You can still utilize that. Even though you're not using your hands, you can still feel how your abdomen expands and your chest slowly sinks, engaging. The whole point is to engage in the entire range of your thoracic cavity when your body is ready, and your movement becomes maybe swifter, or maybe you have wider movement and your ankles and heels and feet are just warming up. Breath in, and then exhale, release all pressure, and bring kindly either your belt, and if you don't need your belt, you can bring your hand directly towards your left foot with your right hand holding onto that left foot, and your body exhales, and you are going to place the belt not on the tip of the toes, but on the ball of your toes, where the toes insert into the sole of your foot. So you can really feel that. And your heel can be as stretched as much as you need to, and your toes can be flexed as much as you want to, and your body starts exhaling. And you can reach slowly, again, directly to your toes or with a belt, and your elbow on the right bends, and your torso looks towards your left leg, and your torso slowly starts softening forward, and your jaw draws in, and you feel your body again engaging the heel, flexing the toes. You know to have the kneecap and the toes perpendicular towards the ground, your right elbow, your right forearm, your right shoulder move, and your torso starts moving gently forward. Every time that you exhale, you feel that your body moves a little bit deeper and forward over that thigh, over the shin, over your leg. Breathe in as your extension comes from your tailbone area towards the crown, and your body exhales, flexing. One more time. Take a full breath every time to feel that your torso grows longer and forward, and exhale, flexing slowly through the obliques. One last long deep breath. And when your body exhales all the way through slow motion, never tearing anything, and do kindly allow your right and left hand to walk slowly your torso back to center. It's not because of your back. And allow your shifting the belt or the loop of the belt, if you're using the belt, towards the opposite leg, towards the right leg. And again, I place it on the ball of my toes. I'm not rotating the leg, and I'm reaching with my left hand while my right hand touches the leg, touches the ground, touches the outside of my hip, touches towards the back of my yoga mat, and the elbow bends and my shoulders slowly open wide and my torso starts moving. And what is it that I can feel? What muscles? There resistance on those muscles, not because I'm pulling or tearing anything. I'm just letting my muscles know that this is where the direction that I'm going. And I find that every time I exhale, I flex a little bit deeper. My left elbows soften. My crown of it extends a little bit longer when I breathe in, and my spine comes flat towards the right leg as I exhale, inhaling. Broadening shoulders, extend the crown, exhale, sitting on both sitting bones. One more time, breathe in. And exhale all the way through. Let your last 2 breaths. How rotated is my wrist, so I don't force it, I don't twist it, I don't put any pain on the shoulder joints or any other joint of my arm as my last exhalation happens. And I can feel my torso moving all the way through the root of my leg, coming slowly back upright as my right hand and my left hand undo, and then I'm doing the belt, and I feel my body slowly allowing my torso to come very gently into upright position. And I'm going to hold gently the belt. And so there's a loose end of my belt that I'm going to just simply loop it with a loop that I made. I kind of made my loop in 3 portions. My loop is maybe about, you don't have to have a loop, but it helps me. My loop is about shoulder distance from each other, and I'm holding with my hands, and I'm going to slowly raise it towards the sky. And I feel that my back of my hands are placed against the belt, and I feel that my arms, so the palms of my hands are facing each other, and my arms are about shoulder distance or a little bit wider. And I feel that my body is really extended gently in front of my body. And I never lock my knees, maintaining my legs as bent as needed, and my torso slowly moves gently forward, holding and resting my arms on the belt. Let my torso come a little bit forward, and then gently roll it towards the right side. So my right arm drops and my left arm raises, breath in, pressing the belt away from my body, and I exhale slowly behind. Feel that my arms come slightly behind my shoulders. Then I inhale, raising my right arm and dropping my left arm gently outside my left side of my body. And then I inhale slowly forward, pressing against the belt, or holding my towel, and then exhale to the right side, dropping the right arm, inhale, raising my arms behind, and then exhale towards the left. Can I find the rotation that is through the root of the torso? Inhale forward as I breathe in, arms extend, jaw draws in, exhale to the right side of my body. Can I feel that my right hand comes a little bit closer to the ground, my underarms open, and as I inhale, the arms come tall towards the sky, exhaling towards the left, flexing toes, stretching torso, bringing my body forward, inhale, and then exhale all the way to the right side. And then one more time, opening, extending, reaching. And then exhale slowly towards the left. Inhale gently forward. Last time, can I feel my body rotating out to the right? Again, what am I thinking about? Can I find those emotions, those thoughts that are just appearing out of nowhere? And then inhale, extending, reaching all the way out. Exhale and release. Elbows soften, hands towards the ground, towards the thighs, towards the hips, towards the abdomen, towards the waist. Exhale slowly into this position. Very nice. Allowing my knees to flex a little bit so my feet are gently on the ground. Exhale very slowly into position. I'm going to place my belt right under the center of the ball of my toes, and I'm going to hold the belt in such a way that it doesn't slide open. I'm going to hold in a comfortable position, and I'm going to very gently bring my knees in, balancing over my tailbone, and then not separate my knees, but my knees very tight towards each other. And I hold my inner thighs and knees closer, and I feel my body pressing inwardly, as if I just were giving the opportunity, or as I was just creating the space for my back to stretch, my elbows to be tight towards the sides of my legs, my elbows to be bent, using my biceps, contracting my inner thighs, tucking my jaw, extending the crown, breathing. And exhaling, again, flexing through my thighs into my chest, that the spine lengthens, that your toes are flexed. One more time, breathing in. Exhale all the way through. I usually rotate my hands facing palms of the hands up so I don't pull on my wrists when my body is ready. Can I find the exhalation? And then slowly raising my legs gently towards the sky as I'm pulling with my belt, and I find that my legs extend and reach even higher, taller, longer when my body is ready. Finding my tailbone as the balancing point. The elbows are flexed, the palms of the hands rotate, so the hands facing up, and I'm not forcing the wrists. The shoulders are drawn back in. The inhalation, hugely important to extend my spine. One more time. Feel the body. Inhale. Exhaling through your gut. Last long inhalation. Breath in. And then exhale, bend your knees and carry your body. As you move, you're going to really, again, control and support the body, resting the heels, stretching the toes, and looping the belt, opening the legs one more time, slowly, wide as your body allows it. Your spine is lengthened. You can lengthen your belt or the loop, it doesn't matter. Your hands fit at least shoulder distance from each other into the belt if you have a belt. So the hands are now gently facing up towards the sky, and I find the palms of the hands gently facing each other, and I hold the end of the belt so it doesn't slap you on the face, and then find your body. Inhale from the waist, squeezing the glutes, Grounding the heels, pointing the toes, and the body slowly exhales gently forward. Breathing all the way out in front of your body. Hold it for one breath. Can you find the inhalation? And exhale, flattening the spine, and then slowly as you inhale towards the left arm dips while your right arm extends, and you can feel that your left arm comes close to the ground. Hold it for one breath, exhale, and then come back towards the sky, inhale, and slightly behind the shoulders. Rest the hands on the belt, or use the belt to support your arms. Hold it through one exhalation, inhale, breathe in, and out to the right side. Feel that your right arm slowly comes towards the ground, your left arm comes towards the sky, holding through one breath. Exhale to your waist. Inhaling slowly forward, holding in front of your body. Exhale one more time to the left. Breathing in as your left arm dips and your right arm extends. And then exhale all the way back upright. Inhaling, holding long arms, and then exhaling to the right side. Exhale out to the right, breathing out. So now we are aligned, and then inhale forward. Extend your spine, tuck in your chin. Exhale to the left, breathe out, extend the right arm up. Inhale towards the sky. Now press into your hip bones. And out to the right, find again range of movement. How does your waist move in? Inhaling forward. Can you feel that your torso doesn't have to be perfect? Just simply move. Inhale towards the left. Exhale towards the left, I should say it, and raise up towards the sky as you breathe in. Inhale tall. Exhale to the right. Exhale all the way through, and then come forward as you breathe in. Move through your belt, and then inhaling, exhaling to the left, raising up towards the sky. One more time towards the right side of your body. Inhale forward, jaw draws in. Final inhalation, raise, all the way towards the sky as you breathe in. Exhale to the right side as you exhale through the right rib cage and come forward, breath in. And then soften elbows and hands. And so what does your shoulders, back, neck, hips, waist area feel like? And then allow your body to slowly support it. Feel that your right knee flexes and your left foot stays extended, and you're going to loop softly just your left foot and see what that feels like to loop just your left foot into it and how much extension you need. You can lengthen the extension. You can hold it through one end. You can hold it through both ends. You can make exactly your position on the belt and let your body exhale slowly. And as your body inhales, let your right arm on the thigh on the right, the knee on the ground, and let your left leg slowly open to the left side of your body and just reach it up, extended as if you're about to slowly raise that left leg, not in front of your body, towards the left, and sit easily into this pose. And maybe your hands do not need the belt. You can go directly to your toe, find your own way into this position. Observe your body. Hand into the ground, hand off the floor, find your balance. So what does it feel like to maintain and support your balance? Can your inner thigh open? Deep breath. Exhale all the way through. Again, wrists not pinch, you're not forcing. One more time, breathing in, open the chest, exhale your jaw drawn into your throat. One more time, breathe into this position and let your final exhalation from the gut, from the very core of your body, inhale, lengthen the spine from your diaphragmatic breathing. And then exhale, bend the left knee, bend it slowly, cross it over your body as if your right hand now holds onto the belt and your left hand gently touches the ground, touches your right foot, touches the hips, the floor, behind the yoga mat, and your body, or elevate towards the sky, and let your right arm carry that left leg across to the right side of your body and feel that your body extends and you feel your abdomen supportive, and your elbow doesn't open to the side, opens down, so you can feel your bicep. Breathe in and cross over and feel that you're extending and opening the entire outside of that left leg. Allow your exhalation to slowly open. Inhale, deep breath, reach through, do not twist your ankle. Exhale, elbows and shoulders aligned. One more time, paying attention, breath in. When your body is exhaling, one last long deep breath. Can you feel the crossing of that leg, that you have given enough time for those muscles to feel that extension, and then slowly, never locking the knee, slowly soften that leg down, bending the left heel in, allowing the belt to slowly switch gently towards the right foot as the right foot extends to the side of your body. And then less is always more, right? Do not force it, do not tense it. Find the loop coming into the belt or the belt into the root of those toes, and the left hand placed in the perfect position for your body, and let your body slowly raise that right leg to the side and up, and you breathe in. And again, do not raise the glute, do not lean into the side, maintain your body sitting, and let your right elbow and your right hand just simply hold the leg wide and out, and your left hand onto the ground or towards the sky, and you feel your body opening. And your hands and shoulders really rotate in such a way that you can feel your body rotating from the chest out, your clavicles extend, and observe your body breathing. Exhaling to your tummy one more time. Observe the extension. Is there anything in your body? Is there resistance? Is there one side that is favorite to the opposite? Can you find alignment of the position of your torso, spine, waist, last long position? Not pull down, lengthen up. When your body's ready, find your last long deep breath in. And then exhale, slowly cross, bending the right knee as much as you need to, never locking joints, and close it, cross it over so the left hand takes over, and your body again softens the left knee, the ankle, the foot. You can stretch it if you need to, and let that right leg cross over, and feel your right hand on the floor to help you stability, or towards the leg, towards the thigh to support the movement, or all the way towards the sky as long as your shoulders and chest drives the movement forward and your jaw draws in. And find your body extending. Reach, deep breath. Exhale, exhale. One more time, breathe as if your body crosses slowly that right leg even deeper. Are your toes pressing against the belt in an even way? Is your chest coming off the waist? Are you still hugging through your oblique muscles? One more time. Observe your body. Is your left leg doing all the work, or you're simply staying right there in the position? Let your last long deep breath can support the body, inhaling deeply into this position. When your body is ready, exhale, and then slowly soften the knee and see if your body settles gently, the leg towards the ground, and your body softens into this position, finding a full, gentle, extended leg or cross leg position to your torso. Breath in. Allow very, very gently for the belt to slowly be placed behind you. So your belt is going to come towards the back of your body with the palms of hands slowly facing away from the lower back, and your legs extended. You can stay your legs in Padma Konasana position, or just stretched forward, or maybe crossed over, it doesn't matter. So the palms of the hands are facing away, the knuckles are facing to the ground, and it's easy position for your hands. Your hands can be very close, or at least shoulder distance, or at most shoulder distance from each other. Start gentle and let your body exhale, pressing your knuckles back, and feel that your shoulder blades slowly open. And you can find how the movement of the scapular area really opens the chest, opens the shoulders, opens the muscles of your joints, your clavicles. Your chin is not lifted, your chin is drawn softly in so you can feel the neck lengthening, and let your knuckles move away from your elbows, from your shoulders, palms and hands face to each other, and your triceps engage. And you raise your knuckles highest off the ground because of your ability. Doesn't matter how far, right? It's not a competition. It's not about forcing. It's not about overheating the joints. Feel that your triceps are engaging, that you're contracting those back muscles of the arms, and your body exhales. Breathe in. Maybe your body's ready to slowly lean gently forward, and your torso bends with your legs apart, your legs together, your legs cross. It doesn't matter. And your torso slowly leans forward. It doesn't matter how far. Engage your arms, shoulder blades as you move towards each other. The palms of hands rotate so they face in each other now, and your thumbs are facing towards the ground or towards the back of your body, and your pinky towards the ceiling or towards the front of your body. One more time. Engage your triceps, make them strong. Feel that your muscles are really active, but you're not locking. One more time. Breathe into this pose. When your body's ready, exhale and release slowly your torso, your hands, your elbows. Exhale very, very kindly. Allow your spine to be softened. Breath in. Exhale all the way through. Beautiful. Find that your right hand stays on the ground with your palm exactly the same way. Soften your fingers for a second so your hands know to not be tightened or white knuckling the position, and let your left hand to be free while your left hand starts pulling on the belt and your right elbow bends and your right forearm comes as parallel towards the ground as needed, or as much, or maybe as crossed over your rib cage as your body needs to. And you have a lot of belt on the other side. You have about 6 feet. These belts are about 6 feet tall. So you can slowly hold it through one end and then simply flexing the right elbow without forcing. And your shoulder blade is not rolling forward. You're not rolling the shoulder in front of your body. You're trying to open that clavicle softly and gently and feel that you're opening through your chest and you're pulling gently the elbow down and the shoulder wide. Breath in, while the left hand slowly just gives support. And the exhalation slowly empties. One more time. Feel the spine, that you're not pushing through your knees, that you're not pushing through your ankles, that you're not pushing through the leg muscles, that your tummy contracted, so you can feel the entire torso long and extended. One long inhalation. Open your chest. Your chest is really widened by the lung capacity in your last one breath. Expand. And then exhale, release slowly your left arm, your right hand, elbow, shoulder, soften. Breath in. Switch legs. So if your legs were crossed or your legs are extended, doesn't matter. Stay with your legs extended. But if your legs were crossed, place the opposite leg forward. You're going to slowly bring your arms behind one more time. Allow your hands to be closer, to be maybe about shoulder distance at most, and let your elbows never locked, soften, roll the shoulders back. And this is as far as your body's going to go. And just movement of the shoulders back and opening the chest is absolutely fantastic. And feel that your chest is just expanded, that your breastbone, right? The sternum, where most of our ribs, not all of them, but most of them insert into them. So make that movement possible, that your heart opens, that your clavicles, the collarbones are actually opening back to, and you're clearing, and your throat is not stuck in a position that you can feel it slowly soften, that you can open the rib cage and your tummy tucks in under it to support it. Or maybe your body is able to roll the hands, as you know, facing the palms of the hands in each other, and your torso slowly comes gently forward. And maybe your body moves a little bit. Maybe on this side is a lot deeper, and find your own stability and feel that your shoulder blades remain in the same position and you're not pushing through your feet. You're not grinding. You're not stopping your breathing. Constantly breathe, concentrate, focus on your breath. Exhale, less is more. What is the judgment that comes as my body moves? Oh, look at me, how much I touch my forehead to my big toe. Or look at me, I can barely hold my hands on the belt. Breath in. So what is a judgment? What is the range? Are we really judging, or are you supporting? Can you find in your last two breaths? Activity is all that you need to feel, right? How do you feel active into those muscles? And you don't have to sweat, you don't have to move deeper. You can feel your body just moving and re-engaging them kindly. Inhale because of your legs, not because of your back. Raising the body slowly back up, right? Very, very gently. Exhale, truly exhale. Exhale with your joints, with your fingers, with your arms, with your torso. Breath in, open the body, be softened and kind to the entire body. Your left hand remains with the back now up, switching positions. The left elbow bends. The left hand comes across the lower back. It doesn't matter how far, it's not a competition. The belt maybe on the right hand is being held on the opposite end and raised, and my right hand raises the elbow to then softly and gently start flexing the left hand, maybe towards the parallel towards the hips, maybe towards the center of my back, towards the shoulder blades. Maybe one side is different from the other, and that's okay. And is my shoulder rolling forward? Am I shortening the distance between the tip of my deltoid muscles, or can I allow the scapular clavicle joint to be extended, right? That my collarbone and my shoulder blade move wide back, and then I let enough room, and I know how to control and support the position of my body without having to press my feet or legs. And I feel the underarm of the right side really active too, and I feel how that supports the movement of my shoulders, and how many times are my shoulders solid, and never pay attention to them. And then sometimes some of us get frozen shoulder syndrome. And some of us lose range of movement because we're not paying attention to just little things around the body, right? Around, and that goes with every joint, my ankles, my toes, my feet, my knees. When my body's ready, are my hips slowly able to sit onto the ground? And every time that I inhale, last long deep breath, can I feel the extension, the abdomen, the torso? Exhale and release without any pain, without any forcefulness. My right hand, and loosely extend my left hand and allow my body to slowly exhale. Beautiful. And then this is one of my favorite tricks with the belt, which I love to do. And now, not sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work, but let's see how you guys do today. And I don't know how you're gonna do it with a towel, but this is how I do with the belt. I this is wide enough. My knees are just flexed off the ground. My feet are on the ground, and I allow my arms and torso to enter inside the loop enough that I'm almost supported, right? That my arms and my shoulder blades are on the belt, and my middle of my shoulder blades is on the belt. So I'm really resting on it. My knees press inside the belt. So I open my belt big enough so I can feel that my knees are wide enough in the position. And I just simply rest on it and allow my body to just lean back into it until my hips find a perfect position and I find a neutral or where my shoulders are resting against the belt. My hands are soft. I don't have to do anything but simply have my be pressed by my knees. As I need to. I can adjust all of that belt. I can loosen it up. I can tighten it up. Adjust in my part of my body, my shoulders, my spine, my back. To the belt. And I breathe into this position. So my extension of spine, my feet are off the ground. I don't have to do anything but rest my back and my knees against the belt. And I find a sense of zero gravity, a moment of restfulness and balance. And what is my breathing like? I really find a place of neutrality. We learn to and really let those muscles dig into spaces sometimes feel. Sometimes it's really wonderful to just be with the body and just let it rest on its own. But I find, and if I find it's not about giving up, or it's not about not finding that perfect spot. It's quite it's about the investigation of what it feels like to find that perfect spot that supports it. When and if my body is ready, and I find the long, deep breath in. All the way through. Unfortunately, we have to undo. So let your heels and your feet come slowly towards the ground. Press your knees wider so the belt doesn't just fall. Raise it with your hands. Undo your legs. Extend them gently forward. Allow your body to slowly settle. And maybe we want to allow your battery pack to not be on the way, since we're going to be laying a little in the back. So you can stay with your mat this way, or you can rotate in a 90 degrees if you like to, and let your body settle into the ground. We're going to use the length of the mat anyway, but allow your body to stay just flat into the floor. And let the exhalation rest your back. Knees are bent. The belt still can be at any length. You have control of that loop as long as there's a loop in there that supports the foot position. And when your body is ready, allow your left foot to be on the ground and your right leg to flex and your right toes to place inside that loop as you hold it with both hands, and feel that your right leg is just as perpendicular as your body allows it without pushing onto your knee or the joints of the ankle or the hip. And then press the leg gently against the belt, just gently, so you can feel the extension. The elbows, the shoulders, the spine rests into the floor. And you hold it kindly and let your left leg maybe stretch away from your body and you feel your left leg extend out as much as your body allows that left leg to stretch. And then kindly soften the right knee. Make sure you're not locking it. Your hands hold onto the belt and your right leg comes a little bit taller, a little bit farther up, more perpendicular. And maybe your right leg is ready to now start navigating not in a different plane, but in the same plane towards the right side of your body. So do not drop the leg forward. Let it just travel all the way towards the right side of your body. And how far and how much? So if you are, again, perpendicular towards your yoga mat, you're going to feel that your right toes are going to come towards that end of your mat. Are you tensing? Is there anything that pulls or burns? That's not where we want to be, right? You want to soften. And maybe your right elbow touches the ground and your right hand needs to separate from the foot into the body along the length of your long belt to support the movement. So your elbow is as bent or your right arm is as flexed, and maybe your left arm even comes and holds the opposite end of the belt to help you maintain the leg to the right side of your body. So whichever works for you as long as you're not misaligning. And so what happens when you move that leg? And maybe your toes touch toward the ground, and maybe your toes come closer towards the head, and you adjust and you move and you pull and let go and play with those muscles of the inner thighs and hips. And where is there any resistance? Is there any tightness? And can you breathe into it and exhale it through your belly and through your gut without rolling, without pinching, without forcing your hands or wrists or elbows when your body's ready? Allow the exhalation that your right leg is just felt completely comfortable into the stretch. And then raise it because the belt helps you raise that right leg all the way towards the sky. And then cross it over towards the left side very gently. You don't have to force it. You don't have to do any faster than your body allows it. Feel that your body just rolls the left leg across the body. Less is always more. Never lock that knee. You already know to be very mindful that your right shoulder never comes off, that your left elbow maybe touches the ground, and you can flex it. You can separate that left hand farther away from the foot, so it gives you more leverage on the ground. So you can rest the left tricep and elbow to the floor, and you can feel that left leg coming across until maybe comes towards the ground. Doesn't mean touching, but for some of us, that means that it stays hovering a few uh, centimeters or a few inches off the ground, or maybe touching the floor completely. And observe that your leg, if your body is very flexible on this side, then move the leg a little bit higher towards the head, and observe your neck and your spine not to be tense. Let your shoulder blades and not tense, and you exhale kindly. Your left knee, do not tense it. You can add or subtract intensity here. Give time. Let for a few seconds. We in our lives are very transitory at times, right? We are used to moving through things. I don't like it, so I'm just going to move through. And so, what does it feel, maybe for a change, to stay for a few seconds, to feel and give a chance for your body and tissues and nerves, of course, without any pain and all those things that we already know, to stay present into the movement of that leg. Bite, facial expression, head, breath. When your body's ready, can you find things that we may have, again, absorbed in our body that are there dislodging? When my body's ready, and I find my exhalation kindly breathing out through my nostrils, I flex my right knee as much as I need to, or simply pull with one or both hands that right leg off the ground, and I raise it towards the sky, and I breathe in and I exhale, and I hold it one more time until the right leg is very tall. Maybe feels different, maybe feels the same, maybe feels a little bit more worked out. One or both hands hold the belt with the foot tall, and the exhalation empties through, and the left knee comes bending until the left foot is touching the floor. Breathe in. Can I pull that right leg a little bit deeper by flexing the left knee? What happens to the right leg? Do I have more room? What happened to my body? Can I Extend the back of the neck, the shoulder blades ground, the elbows bend. One more time, deep breath in. Bend the right knee when you're ready to exhale. At your own breathing out, bend the right knee and do the belt from that foot. Rest the right foot into the ground. Take a few seconds to rest the belt on your belly, to rest your hands, the elbows, the shoulders. Feel the difference on that right side. Is there a different feeling? Is there a buzzing through that leg? Is there a sense of softness? Is there a sense of vitality? Is there a sense of, again, having exerted energy? I mean, these are all options that the body might be concentrated into the right leg. Is my breath still diaphragmatic? Can I feel the diaphragm? And when and if my body is ready, letting the left knee slowly flex and let the belt slowly, do not alter by drastic or fast movements your own energy, right? Your own sense of wellness. And let your left leg be held up above the hip, closer towards the head, whichever one is the case. Soften the knee, pressing the toes lightly against the belt or the base of the toes against the belt rather than the tips. And your knee is never locked, your joints are never locked, your elbows are as bent as need to be, and your shoulders are grounded as they need to be through the back of the shoulder blades, the head, the jaw. Breathe in deeply. Feel that your muscles are opening the hamstrings, right? The muscles that are connected from the glute into the back of your knee. Can you feel them? Is there a movement of your toes? This is where I really start feeling if I move and adjust one toe more than the other, and I feel that my ankle realigns, I can feel the connection into those muscles in the back of my leg. So, how do I affect? This is how I get to know my body. And I exhale because my belly is giving me enough room for that thigh to come over the chest and move that leg a little bit higher or closer towards the head. When my body is ready, and I allow my long inhalation to exhale, my right leg, the bent knee, exhales and extends all the way in. So is there a different feeling? Is there a different muscle? And how do I get to know what parts of my body? Is it my psoas? Is it my hip flexors? Is it my lower back, really? Internal or external? Is it my hamstrings? Is it my calves? Is it a tendon or is it a muscle? Right? These are different feelings. And how do you feel that, right? Can you move your muscles? Very difficult to engage your tendons unless your muscles are moving them. So allow your foot, your ankle, your knee to tell you where is the insertion, where is the feeling. Is it in the center of the muscle or is it on the ends, which most likely will indicate a tendon. And let your body exhale through your belly. When your body is ready, your left leg is going to travel to the left side of the body. Slowly open it wide away. And is your right hip still steady? Are both hands needed or is only one hand needed? Am I resting the position or I'm softly allowing the leg to gently and guide it with my arm, and my left leg opens as wide as needed, sometimes a few inches off the ground, sometimes touching the floor completely, and open it gently towards the wall above me. And can I find that my right hip doesn't roll off the ground, that my abdomen flattens, that my hip flexors, my psoas muscles. The psoas muscle is that muscle that connects the lower back, the base of the spine, and travels through that right hip into my thigh, and thigh bone, that is. And so find it travels right behind those abdominal organs in the very lining of, or the back wall of the hip area on the right. Am I tensing? Am I shrugging? Am I grinding? Is my facial expression relaxed? Can I feel my body just opening? Take breath as you're inhaling. Observe how your body just moves gently. How the exhalation really creates, again, all those muscles that we were working with. Sometimes is about self-care, right? It's not about pushing and grinding through, it's about staying and letting the body on its own wisdom take care and adjust. And you're given the opportunity not to burn anything, not to push anything, to softly and gently exhale. One more time. Let your body empty all the way through. You have the flexibility to adjust as you exhale. And then maybe your right hand, maybe your left hand. There's no cheating in yoga, right? Just simply make the best movement, easiest movement for your leg up as you breathe in, and then open it slowly up and keep rotating as you exhale across your body towards the right. And you can allow yourself to give you enough room, softness, travel with your hand closer or farther away from that foot. And bend the elbow, the tricep, and slowly cross your leg. And give yourself some grace. And how much does your leg need to go today? Is this side the easier or the most challenging side of your body? Because we are slightly different from right side to left side. And your head and your neck and your shoulders relax. And again, talking about the brain, this keeps the brain alert. Any movement that crosses the midline of your body is very much recommended when you all get to be my age to maintain clarity on the brain, to maintain your brain active, to have that crossing of those nerve conduits from one hemisphere to the opposite. And you can feel the coordination of that movement, and your body excels. And you observe your heart, your chest, your belly slowly soften and give time and give enough room and grace. And so, how do we find that? How do we practice that today? Observe your breathing, your facial expression, your movements. Are your movements tough? Are your movements soft? Are you giving yourself enough room for that hip? And is there any other part of your body that is immediately talking to you when that leg moves? And you pay attention to that and see what happens with your bite, with your tongue, your lips, with your facial expression, with your left shoulder. Beautiful. Are you breathing? Are you really breathing from your diaphragm? When your last long exhalation, can you empty all the way through kindly and then bring with a soft movement your left and right arm, pull very gently through the leg, not rushing, not forcing, all the way towards the sky until your left leg stays upright. Your right stays and remains flat into the ground as much as your body allows it. And maybe you have more room now. Now you can feel the left leg coming a little bit taller, maybe a little bit farther over your head, maybe closer towards the foot or farther away from the foot so you're not lifting the shoulder blades. Can you adjust? Can you trust your instinct? And how much does your body need to move? How much do you need to challenge or not a certain part of your body? How is the movement of your ankle affecting the sensation around your hamstring, your hip, your calf? Can you let your jaw, your neck, your vertebrae column realign one more time? Observe that the last exhalation flattens the belly, sink in the belly button area, and then contracting your right knee as you're inhaling, slow motion. Press your right foot and feel that your body inhales slowly. The exhalation, again, your right knee is bent, your left leg maybe moves a little bit deeper, you have a little bit more room, your hips maybe move a little bit deeper. When and if your body finds this last two breaths, not through your shoulders, not through your upper body, can you really connect and really align your physical body? Breathing in, exhale, and then soften and create gently enough movement, holding onto the belt, releasing the foot from the belt and placing the leg gently, bent knee, feet on the ground, exhale softly. Allow your body to just stay steady. Palms of the hands face towards the sky, arms relaxed, settle towards the belly, towards the hips, towards the sides of your torso, shoulder blades relaxed, neck is long, deep breath. When and if your body is ready. Allow an exhalation that your body breathes out. So you empty all tension. And you're going to start with your right leg one more time. You're going to allow this time the right knee to bend and the belt to come slowly over the knee, over the shin, over the ankle, and around the thigh. So you're just simply looping that knee, looping the thigh and shin, and you're going to turn towards your left side of your body. So your left side rests into the ground, left arm is holding the leg, and your body slowly rotates and you move gently. And you're going to allow with your left knee bent or your left leg extended, doesn't matter. Your right knee is flexed because you're holding it through your loop. Your belt is holding your shin, the ankle, and your body exhales slowly. Your neck and torso, there's nothing there. And you're going to simply raise the inner thigh as if your right inner thigh comes higher and farther up towards the sky by pulling lightly into your belt, not with your neck, not with your shoulders, and your knee retracts off the ground as high as your body lets. And find the belt in a position that holds gently the knee, the shin, and one hand, both hands, allow your leg to slowly be retracted and raised as if your inner thighs wanting to come farther apart. And you breathe in and you breathe out. Find again a way to separate your inner thighs as far apart from each other as possible as your body allows it. Deep breath. The whole idea is to feel again your hips, your glutes, your thighs separating. Exhale all the way, not your torso, not your neck. And then breathe out. One is reaching the position. Can you feel that? Can you engage those muscles and hips? How many times do we use those muscles or engage them to be supported into a full extension as your knee is flexed and your inner thigh separates the opposite? To feel those inner thigh muscles, the glute muscles, the head of your femur traveling into that space, that concave space creates into your hip bone to open the leg. Take your time to breathe. And exhale, one long inhalation. Can you really feel the hip a little bit longer? Exhale it. Final long inhalation. Deep breath. As your body exhales, slowly, slowly start undoing. Very, very gently to your own pacing. Slowly, soft and beautiful. Deep breath. Allow the belt to slowly come deeper or lower towards the base of your toes. And just as you're resting, you're going to allow on the left side for your right leg to come all the way extended, stretch it out with the belt on the root of the toes, and then pull the leg across your body. And you're looking towards the left side. You're looking into the tip of your toes, and your leg comes even farther across and farther away. Your left knee is as bent or as extended as you need it to be. And then simply rest onto the left shoulder, your head into the ground. Your left elbow may be bent under your head and you're holding the leg with your right arm, or the other way around. It doesn't matter. I rest my head on the floor directly and my shoulder blade tucks under my chest to slowly move my left arm to hold the belt, and my right leg comes as close to the floor, or if not on the floor, as much as my body needs to, and I open the entire outside of my hip. Exhale. And I breathe in to the hip muscles, the nerves, realign the spine, the bones, any misalignments, right? The body Never holds the hips in a perfect balance. Sometimes they're a little bit farther forward or farther higher off the ground. And so can I align that? Can I feel that my toes moving, my ankle moving, my knee moving, feels and affects the hip, the lower back, the rib cage. Let your last 3 breaths make your breath enter. Where is it going? Where are you directing your breath? And how are you exhaling and releasing it? Last long deep breath in. Let your body slowly, very, very gently. Again, these are all very deep movements. Let your knee soften on the right, your belt to help the knee retract, and then immediately roll all the way towards the opposite direction where your belt comes around your knee, around your shin, and holds the leg flexed on the left side, and your body rests on the right side of your torso. And you're going to gently hold the foot flexed or the leg flexed, and then you're going to raise the knee. And sometimes I bring it over my neck if that's even necessary. So my other hand, my right hand, helps me hold the leg in position. And I breathe in and I flex it slowly, not just flex it heel to glute, but inner thighs away from each other, not to press anything, not to push anything, but to support that the knees flex and the inner thigh is separating. And I breathe kindly. And I find the best position for my body. And what is it? Might not be the same as in the opposite side, or might not be the same as I am describing, because I can only feel my body one way. You are the expert of your body. And so how can you place your hands around the belt? Can you be creative? Can you be, again, experimental with your own body? Enough that inner thighs separate and knee flexes and shin is brought in and your neck and head relaxed. And you open the left hip a little bit deeper, a little bit taller through the knee and flexed through your shin. And once you reach your position, can you stay there and let your body, instead of being fighting the position, instead of gaining more of intensity, let it for a second and let go and just hold it. Right? To maintain the same length of that muscle fiber, to maintain the same tenacity, and you'll have to struggle with it. Let your last breath. So what are the things that happen when you move that left hip? But other parts of your body are being connected. And you let your last 2 breaths really feel it. Exhale, exhale, final long deep breath in. Very nice. Exhale, rest your head maybe into the arm and shoulder on the right, and let your belt undo to loop into the foot directly, and let that left foot come just with your right knee still flexed or extended, the leg to cross all across your body and bring it closer towards your head, and find your body exhaling and curl your torso if needed. Rest slowly on the right side. Bring that left leg to come farther up towards your head, and you reach slowly with one of both hands towards the belt, and you breathe in and you breathe out. Is your foot able to rest to the ground? Doesn't mean that your knee has to be locked. You can bend your knee as much as you need to, and then slowly you're going to gain length until your body finds that sweet spot. And then breathe gently to activate oxygenation to those sections of the body, to give them rest. Why do they have to be pushing and doing all the time? How can I create balance between all those things? How can I ground my body? Being aware, getting to know the little things. I never understood that there's a little ache right here in this muscle, or by moving this part of my body connects me to this other conceivably unrelated part of my body. And so how do I make those connections? Can I find my last 2 breaths into this position? Can I really feel my back and my shoulders and my neck influenced? When my last long deep breath comes in, exhale, let your body really soften and start the process of coming back on your back by flexing the knee, by helping slowly roll your body on its back, head and shoulders resting to the ground. Your loop comes from under your left foot, both feet slowly to the ground. Exhale very, very gently. Allow your body to just for a few seconds soften with your knees bent, giving an opportunity for your back muscles to really rest. Take a deep breath into this pose. So what does it feel now from the right and left side? Is there a part of your body that needs to be a little bit more attentive? Can you feel the hands, the arms, the elbows not having overworked? Your neck to be lengthened, your spine to be flat. Can you visualize from the tailbone area up every one of your vertebrae and feel them? Even if it's imagining the feeling of separation between each and every one of your vertebrae. What does it feel to give them enough room to spread and to breathe? So the intervertebral discs are resting. Very, very nice. When and if your body's ready, take a long and deep breath again, traveling with your mind's eye through the spine, and let your hands and arms and legs soften towards one side of the body, whichever side you prefer to go. Roll onto that one side, letting your torso slowly roll, coming back gently into soft sitting position. So you take your time to come into sitting pose, and you're going to bring one knee, whichever one you prefer, towards one end of your yoga mat with your heel flexed and your knee is as bent as you need to, as tight as you need to, and the opposite leg is going to slowly move behind you. So you're going to look towards one end of your yoga mat. You're not going to need the belt for now, and let your hands slowly come towards that corner of your yoga mat, and then slowly let that hip come closest to the floor. So your body rolls into that pigeon pose. Find that the heel of that foot comes, that of the flexed leg comes into the hip, and your torso comes rolling gently forward towards the ground as your head and shoulders fist over fist. So your head rests on both fists if that's more comfortable. Hand over hand if your hands are able to support the weight of your head, or just your head directly towards the yoga mat, whichever is most comfortable, while the extended leg comes farther away, and you can feel that hip coming closer and closer towards the ground. So your glute and hamstrings are really just opening, and be able to breathe. Soften your elbows, soften your shoulders, soften your spine. Do not tighten, do not force. Let the dead weight of your head come closer towards the ground so your spine can actually rest. Observe your physical body breathing. 2 more times. Can you feel those hips, the glute area, the thighs, the IT band, The legs are the moving parts of your body. Are we stuck in our lives? Are we able to surrender kindly to our own spiritual path, to our own spiritual energy? Are we opening our body to a sense of love, of constant, perfect embracing of that divine love around us? Can we let your body one more time to release all pressures, all tensions, to let go of these things that really are maybe stuck inside of us? And instead of just detaching, attach your mind to a higher goal, to the sense of divine love, whatever that means to you. When the body is ready, slowly going to walk your hands and your arms to support the movement. The movement is supported all the way through. You're going to roll one more time into that hip, into that flexed leg, and you're going to let your body slowly turn exactly in the opposite direction. So that means your opposite leg, the extended leg flexes softly, your torso stays low, and your body is going to now bring yourself towards the opposite end of your yoga mat. While the other leg is flexed with your heel as close or as far away from the groin area as you need to, is up to you and your physical body and how much it allows you today. And your body rolls torso and abdomen and chest over that inner thigh of the flexed leg and starts looking towards the ground, fist over fist, hand over hand, or forehead directly into the ground. And you're slowly rolling gently into the inner thigh and letting that right or left extended leg to be just coming longer and wider to separate your hips, to open the hip flexors on that extended leg, the muscles that flex your hips, and then letting the glutes and the hamstring and the opposite leg to be flexed and stretched. And it's not only the muscles, it's the skin, is the fascia, is the movement of the adipose tissue that serves a very important role between your skin or your dermis and your muscles. And so sometimes embracing the body shape, sometimes we don't claim our body. Can you just embrace your body and let it exactly be what it needs to be today? Without judgment, adjusting as much as you need to, fitting into the pose as much as your body needs to fit. And be patient, and your body will respond, giving it a few more breaths. Let your shoulders and back really extend and clear your entire vertebrae column. How many times do we have the luxury to spend and dedicate time to those muscles that we're working with today? To let them breathe, to feel your body is aligned and not tense, that you're resting it. And naturally, the body's shifting. Naturally, the body's letting go. Am I only in my thoughts? Can I trigger my not only emotional, but spiritual intelligence? One more time, observing your breath. Letting this last few seconds to observe very, very gently, the last full exhalation into this position. And when your body's ready, slowly, slowly rotate one more time. The body back upright, rolling it on its side, softening the knees, rolling the torso back into sitting position, letting your legs slowly come gently cross. You can extend them forward, you can extend them wide into Padottanasana position and see how that feels for your body today. And let your body settle your hands, your torso, your spine first until it's adjusted and accommodated. Walk into your toes, into your balls of the toes, into your ankles, into your calves. Again, walk breath into your shins, into your knees, into your thighs, into your waist. Fit deeply into your glute muscles, into your lower back, into your abdomen, into your spine, and then start elongating your vertebrae column as your hands help you, as your hands come through your mat or to your legs or to your hips, into your spine, into your waist, or maybe your hands slowly raise towards the sky and you can feel your body extending towards the ceiling. One more time, the hands come slowly into Anjali Mudra, palms of hands touching. Deep breath. Allow your maybe your fingers to interlace and extend your index into steeple pose. And so now your body is able to fully extend. Do not judge it. You settle one more time all those parts that need to be settled. When and if your body's ready, can you allow for a few inhalations to really stay connected? Let your belly and core strength support in your last long deep breath in this position. Your hands really carry the energy from the crown of the head into your heart center, slowly bending the elbows, palms of the hands slowly in front of your chest. Your jaw always parallel towards the ground. Paying attention to your pinky toe, fingers, I should say, over the fingers so your jaw is drawn, your eyes soften. Feel the brow area or the nose bridge. And soften the head, not only from the outside, but also from the inside out. Soften your forehead, your eyebrows. Relax the skull and the hair follicles. Relax your ears, your cheekbones, your lips, your tongue, the throat, meaning less activity and let them just rest. And maybe your tailbone comes deeper towards the ground and you feel that your breath rises up through your spine as if you're extending again those vertebrae away from each other to connect softly to the energy of peacefulness, to connect to a sense of harmony, to allow that your body serves a true purpose. And through that truth, we keep finding our own intention of selfless, not driven by anybody else, but is my own driven intention of selfless, divine love. Sorry, it was